At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners and Humana. News 46 is also brought to you by the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino. Located at the intersection of Route 372 and Highway 160, you can call the Pahrump Nugget at 775-751-6500, or you can visit their website at www.parumpnugget.com.
Tonight on News 46, a man is arrested and claims post-traumatic stress disorder.
Emergency crews rescue a man hanging from a tree.
And a ribbon cutting is held for the new Manse Elementary School. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Friday, August 26, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Zach Fuentes for News 46. Topping our news tonight, 43-year-old John David Radell has been taken into custody and booked into the Nye County Detention Center.
At approximately midnight, Nye County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched on Wednesday to 1700 South Pahrump Valley Boulevard for a report of an incident. Deputies discovered that John Radell had pulled out a gun and had put it to someone's head during some sort of verbal dispute. Radell had fled the scene at that point. At approximately 1 a.m., deputies were dispatched to Terrible's Country Store gas station located at 1801 South Highway 160 for a report of an incident. Deputies discovered that Radell had walked into the gas station and engaged in some verbal argument with a patron at the store. Radell then pulled out a gun and had put it to someone's head. It was discovered that John Radell had in fact struck this patron with the gun. Radell had fled the scene at this point. Approximately 40 minutes later, deputies were dispatched to 2240 South Winery Road for a report of a suicide threat. Upon arriving, deputies discovered that John Radell had pointed the gun at his wife and then had fired a round into the wall. Upon deputies' arrival, Radell was found in possession of the handgun and alcohol. John Radell initially failed to comply with commands by deputies to drop the handgun, but ultimately did. Radell was taken into custody without further incident. The gun and other evidence was recovered from the scene where he was apprehended at his residence. During the investigation, it was discovered that John Radell was under the influence of marijuana and alcohol, and in fact was in constructive possession of alcohol, marijuana, and narcotics paraphernalia. Radell stated that he had done all these things as a means of trying to get attention to his post-traumatic stress disorder issues from his service and more. Radell, however, conceded that doctors specifically told him not to drink alcohol with his condition and that marijuana should also not be mixed with any of the medication. Radell claims to have served in the United States Army and did tours in Afghanistan and Iraq. However, this is unverified at this time. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
John Radell was booked and is being held with a bail amount of $46,744 for the following charges: assault with a deadly weapon, under the influence of a controlled substance, discharge of a firearm into an occupied structure, and many other related charges stemming from all 3 locations and incidents.
And folks, one tree worker was transported locally. He was unresponsive after hanging from a palm tree at the new Manse Elementary on the north side of town. Deanna O'Donnell reports.
Well, Manse Elementary School just had its ribbon cutting yesterday. Today, Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue was called on scene for a man who was not breathing, hanging from a palm tree.
Yeah, we were dispatched for a report of a person stuck in the tree, and Medic 5 arrived on location within just a couple of minutes as they're closely located to Station 5, and they found that there was an unconscious, unresponsive person hanging from the tree. It appears that had been doing some work on the tree. There was a medical situation unfolded, or possibly even a damaged piece of equipment. But in any event, the person was unconscious. tower ladder went in operation with 2 firefighters in a platform, successfully rescued that person from his situation, and then the patient was transported from the scene to the hospital.
So we don't know how this happened at this point?
It's being investigated as far as exactly how it happened. There was some mixed stories as far as what was the mechanism that put him in that situation. But we do know that he was doing some work on the trees and that he had a medical or a equipment failure, which prompted a medical situation.
And he was found not breathing?
It's kind of unclear. When we brought him down, he was immediately put into the care of Medic 5's crew. They raced him off to the hospital, and along the way they stabilized him.
Did we have him transported via Mercy Air?
No, Mercy Air was not available today, and so it was a direct transport to the hospital.
There was something with the delayed notification?
There's an investigation underway as far as we believe maybe up to 20 minutes of delayed notification to 911, indicating that there was a problem, and so that's part of an investigation that's underway. That was being relayed by several individuals throughout the scene, as you know.
And this was a local lawn care company, and he was a worker for them?
I don't know who he is employed by specifically. We didn't establish that reference or that connection.
And then were they trying to get him down? Is that the reason for the delay? Are they giving a reason at this point?
No, it's kind of undetermined as to what the delay was all about. There's indicators that they maybe have been trying to get him down, but obviously it couldn't be accomplished successfully.
Is the Nye County Sheriff's Office looking into this as well?
A deputy was summoned, and they responded, and they gathered some preliminary information. I don't know if they'll investigate further as a result. It occurred on private property and such.
And News 46 has learned that the man is expected to recover from his injuries.
Well, we're glad that's not something you hear about every day happening to somebody. Well, murder suspect Daniel Robbins was arraigned in court yesterday.
Yes, he had his arraignment today. His preliminary hearing is scheduled for September 6th at 9 a.m., giving the state the opportunity at that time to call witnesses for the state's presentation of the evidence that we anticipate showing. Case will probably be handled by either Andre Lawson or myself. At this point anyway, the defense made a motion for own recognizance release, which was denied. The court left open the opportunity for both sides to address setting bail on that preliminary hearing date.
If you would like to help the Mundy family during this difficult time, call 702-588-3051. The viewing for Christopher Mundy will be held at Pahrump Family Mortuary at 5441 Vicky Ann Road on Saturday the 27th at 10 a.m. and the funeral services will be held Sunday, August 28th at 3 o'clock p.m. at Shadow Mountain Christian Fellowship. The public is invited to attend.
And folks, a ribbon cutting for the $10 million educational facility on the north side of town was just held. We give you a tour of the new state-of-the-art Manse Elementary School.
Well, here today at Manse Elementary School on the north side, they had a ribbon cutting and an ice cream social. We're going to show you the new Manse Elementary.
We just had the ribbon cutting here, and we're so excited about Monday's opening.
This is exciting. I know that we're having an ice cream social as well. Is that to kind of get the kids used to the school?
Well, the idea is to offer ice cream so that people will come and visit the new school, and we're having that in the new multi-purpose room. And if you notice, the design of Manse is pretty much the same design as Floyd Elementary School. And by using the same architectural plans, we've saved a tremendous amount of money and not having to pay a new architect to design the school. We did make several small changes, improvements that we wish we'd had on the first school. But we're very excited about it.
It's a beautiful school. And how many students do we anticipate?
Well, we constructed the school for a population of 650 children, and it's built out. We think Monday 450 students will walk through the door. So we have enough room for expansion for a few years to come.
It's a beautiful, beautiful facility. We can handle a lot more people. It's all inside. It's got the latest technology, and we were really fortunate in all the shifts of teaching. We have probably the best teaching staff ever. So I'm really excited. It's going to be a wonderful year.
This is going to be wonderful. I know you got about 28, I believe it is, here, and you're looking at about 400 students. Tell me about the move.
The move was hard. I mean, we had our rooms. My teachers are amazing. Their rooms look like they worked for that, that they just set them up. They were full of boxes a week ago. I mean, that you would never believe that it could go from all boxes to the beautiful classrooms they have ready to show off tonight.
What's your hopes for this next upcoming year and the hopes for the new Manse Elementary?
Well, I really feel like we're in the center of our community now, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to get parents into the school as often as possible. We have a new math series that I think is really going to benefit the kids, and I just want successful learning for one and all, our mission to apply to everyone who steps through our doors.
As we head into our first break on this Friday evening, here's a message from our good friends at the Pahrump Nugget.
Hi, I'm Jeff Simmons, the bingo director here at the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino. Let's start off a couple things in the hotel or the casino. On the stage bar tonight, we have State of the Art. They'll be on the stage bar from 7 p.m. till midnight. Come on down, enjoy some great live music. And we do every Friday and Saturday nights at the casino, starting from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. We have a $500 cash drawing every 30 minutes, starting at 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So come on down and win some cash. And we'll go a couple more things about bingo. So Friday night tonight, come on down and join our 18-game special at 7 o'clock. We got $100 payouts at the $500 coverall. Then following that at 9 p.m., we have our no-split pots. And then 11 p.m., we have our 11 p.m. session with double pay on the N2 games, and everybody gets a mystery get. So tonight's a great time to come on down and play at the Nugget. Also tomorrow night, we got Diddle, the same thing. So come on down this weekend. And also Sunday and Mondays in bingo, we have lower buy-ins at all sessions. Every day at 9 and 11 a.m., we have lower buy-ins. And no split pots every day at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. at night. A lot of stuff going on. I got a lot of flyers. 24-hour bingo's coming up September 3rd and 4th. So come on down and participate in that. Got a lot of flyers. Come on down and see me, and I'll explain everything what's going on. All right.
News 46 is also brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Look for news about their latest healthcare center opening soon in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine.
Welcome back to News 46. Gene Sides, who worked at Amerigas here in Pahrump, gave us an insight into safety concerns at the facility.
Mike is the supervisor, right?
Yes.
Mike who?
Dawson.
So tell me what Mike, as being as a supervisor, what the concerns are with him, what's going on with him.
He shows up, he does the office work. If you need something, I mean, he just kind of, he's a stick figure, to tell you the truth. He doesn't do anything to the shop. He doesn't run the shop. He doesn't take control of the shop. And I sent a letter, and I've stated that. Mm-hmm. It's a big, nobody knows who runs the place, really. Our foreman pretty much does all the work. I mean, he runs around senseless doing all the stuff.
Oh, well.
And, but it's supposed to be Mike that is doing it, but that's not how it works. It's when it's convenient, it was Mike's position. You don't really see him out there. We hardly ever see him out on the floor.
Does Mike have some other issues that interfere with his work?
Yeah, Mike, we've seen him. We've been at the Nugget having dinner at 4:30, seen him come in at 4:30, right when they get off work, and I mean, he's hammered. My wife's seen him there in the middle of the day, gambling, drinking.
He's intoxicated.
Yes.
On the job.
I've called the sheriff a couple times and reported that he's at the Nugget. He's plastered and he's going to drive home.
Yeah.
And I've told corporate about that too. And the word I got last time I talked to him was that it was me being a problem, and they're not going to change their thing, their management.
Nick Moore invites you to the second Threads Fest Backyard Barbecue tomorrow night.
We have nine total bands. The headliner is Blessed by a Burden out of Vegas. But we got some great locals. I Am of Terra and Survive This, which are local. They're great bands. Got a big following in Vegas.
This is going to be right next to Threads in the same the same area that you have made for bands to perform. It's really inexpensive to come and see all this lineup, isn't it?
Absolutely. For $10, we've got a great lineup, good show. We have food vendor there and drink, and just a good time for everybody to come out and enjoy. This is the second of this series that we're trying to run to kind of raise money for Threads Fest, and just trying to do something for everybody to come out and enjoy, give the kids something to do, and just promote something positive, and everybody have a good time.
And if people want more information, they can go on to threads.com and find out about the band, the lineup, and you'll let us know about any upcoming events that you're having too as well.
Absolutely. Like Saturday, August 27th, doors are at 4 p.m. Tickets are $10. You can go to threadsfest.com. That site has just been updated. It's got both shows. Our next show is next Sunday, September 4th, with headliner Real Big Fish, which is a huge national act. That'll be a great show. We're real excited for both of them. We're happy to do it, and we hope everybody comes out and enjoys it and supports it.
Nye County School District has issued a press release in an effort to train teachers and staff to utilize new Common Core state standards, to analyze data, and to use proven teaching strategies with these new standards. The Nye County School District will implement an early release schedule for each Wednesday of the 2011-2012 school year. Each Wednesday, schools will release earlier than the other 4 days of the week. The Nye County School District has worked to accommodate the different school schedules within the various county communities. Please contact your school for specific information regarding the Wednesday early release times. The early release time combined with contract time will provide teachers and schools with approximately an hour of weekly professional development time. Even with the altered schedule, the Nye County School District is providing instructional time significantly above the daily required 300 minutes for elementary and 330 minutes for students. The early release time is going to be a half hour earlier than usual.
Did you have early release when you were in high school?
I didn't, but I would have enjoyed it.
That would have been pretty nice for me too. Well, folks, at the first ever Pahrump Pride event at the Saddle West, we spoke to Miss Kitty Litter.
Hi, I'm Miss Kitty Litter. I have been doing drag for about 20 years. I started doing drag because I had too many friends dying for HIV/AIDS. So I started doing charity events and functions and car washes. And how to get the people out to the corner of the street dressed like this. If people don't stop, they get in a car wreck, and then we can get their deductibles and get a car wash at the same time. In the last 20 years, I've raised $1.8 million in funds.
Tonight we're here at the first ever Pahrump Pride. Tell me about the
inaugural Pride. It's the first Pride in Pahrump. We have taken huge steps to get to this point in small America. I remember June 27th, 1969 in Stonewall. We started the first ever Pride, and then we went to San Francisco and then to Toronto, and now we have Pride all over the world. And now in our little world, just 60 miles from Las Vegas, we are the first ever Pride in Pahrump.
And here's West Star Ranch Animal Rescue with this week's Save a Pet segment.
Save a Pet is generously brought to you by Auto World at 727-8000 and Greenspan Brokerage at 751-6200. Put the green team to work for you.
Hi, I'm Eileen. I'm here at West Star Ranch Animal Rescue, and I'm here today with Sugar Bear, who is a black lab mix. She's all fixed and ready to go and be adopted out. She's going to be $75. You can come down and see her anytime at 780 East Manse. Our phone number is 727-9273. That's 727-9273.
If you would like to sponsor Save a Pet, give us a call at 727-9400. To adopt, donate, or contact West Star Ranch, call 727.
So, Zach, we've had some really hot temperatures over the last week. And now, am I hearing right? We maybe even have a little moisture coming in?
There is a possibility. Some of you may have noticed it was kind of cloudy out, but we'll see after the break. I'm going to have your weather.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Welcome back to News 46. I'm Zach Fuentes here with your weather. We still have our excessive heat warning that has lasted all week. It's going to remain until Saturday at 8 p.m. So remember, stay indoors as much as you can. If you have to work outside, drink plenty of water. If you play a sport outside or anything like that, try and go inside as much as you can in some air conditioning, but drink plenty of water. You can't drink too much water, okay? But today, we had a 60% chance of rain, actually, a high of 104 degrees, and our winds coming out of the south at 5 miles per hour. Our gusts right up to 15 miles per hour, and our pressure is holding steady there at 29.99. The UV index went down a little bit, actually, for a change, at 7, which is high, and our humidity was at 16%. Our sunrise was at 6:11 a.m., and our record, maybe some of you remember, this was back in 2001, at 109 degrees. Tonight, we're also going to have a 20% chance of rain, a low of 83 degrees, and winds to come out of the south once again at 5 miles per hour. Our gusts are expected to be at 13 miles per hour, and our humidity is actually going to be high for us for a change at 27%. Our sunset is expected to be at 7:21 p.m., and our record was back in 1943 at 55 degrees. Tomorrow, we're expecting to have partly cloudy skies, a high of 105 degrees, and a low of 82 degrees. Winds to come out of the south still at 6 miles per hour, and our gusts to be at up to 17 miles per hour. Our humidity is going to go down a little bit than it was tonight at 19%, and our UV index is going to be at 7, which is high. The sunrise is expected to be at 6:12 a.m. Our 7-day forecast: Saturday, we're going to have partly cloudy skies, like I said, a high of 105 degrees. Sunday, we are looking at a possibility of some rain, but we're still going to be in the triple digits there at 105 degrees. Monday through Thursday is going to be pretty windy, going from gusts to up to 21 miles per hour, and all the way up to 31 miles per hour. So that's going to be pretty windy there. But we're going to be in the triple digits only up until Wednesday, where we do start going back down into some double digits. It's not much, but it's something. Our overnight lows are going to be from 82 all the way down to 71. And today's worst weather was in Buck Island, South Carolina, where it was windy and rainy. And of course, South Carolina is in the east, and they're going through Hurricane Irene right now. People are being evacuated. It's pretty dangerous over there. So if you have family and stuff, please keep in touch with them over there and everything. See how they're doing, friends even. And we're going to keep them in our thoughts and prayers. Back to you.
And I know I personally am definitely sending my prayers to all the people on the East Coast. A hurricane is absolutely nothing to scoff at, even at a Category 3. It's a horrible experience.
Definitely.
And folks, the second Stage Stop Summer Block Party will be held Saturday and Sunday night, beginning at 5 p.m. off Irene and Blag.
Folks, how you doing in Pahrump? We're doing another block party too. Summer Block Party 2, the first one was very successful. We had a lot of kids, we had a lot of people out, so you got to come out for the second one. This time we will have the jump house for the kids. Promise, all right? And we've got some new performers again, and of course, No Parking will be performing again. So come on out, Pahrumpians.
Okay, and so what kind of vendors are we going to have at it this time? Same ones or different ones, new ones?
There's going to be some new ones, some same regular guys, but there's going to be some new, and then hopefully we'll grow it into something big.
Okay, and so is there still booths available for sponsors or anything else like that?
Absolutely. There's booths still available. You can contact me at 702-834-2119, or if you're local, 775-209-2362. They're very inexpensive. We still have spaces, maybe 2 more. Now there's space available. But come on out, enjoy it, and be a part of the community.
Okay, and the last one was such a success. What kind of feedback did you get from that one?
A lot of people were happy that we were doing it. We were pretty busy in the bar and the restaurant, as well as outside. Everybody kind of went back and forth. So it was a pretty good success as far as getting the word out and foot traffic and all that kind of stuff. And that's what we were aiming for, is getting the foot traffic because of the road closure.
Yeah.
Just trying to get more exposure of where we're at, how do we get there. So we had a few people saying that, but once they got there, they're pretty happy.
And folks, a comedy show and Western dance will be held Saturday night at Jack Sanders Winery on Kellogg from 6 to 9 p.m.
And tomorrow night at the VFW is Pasta for Paws to benefit Symphony Animal Foundation dinner. Dinner will be served from 4 to 8 p.m. And while we're on the subject of pets, a male Rottweiler was found. If it is yours, please call the Best Western front office and ask for Kathy at 727-5100.
And folks, Monday is the first day of school for Nye County Schools. Please drive safe and watch for children around schools and bus stops. All of us at KPVM wish all the best to the kids for the upcoming school year.
Happy birthday to Heath Campbell, owner of Heath's Laugh Factory. He celebrates his birthday on Sunday. We wish Heath a happy birthday this weekend at the block party at the Stage Stop.
And of course, at this time, we want to thank Darby O'Donnell. Darby, come here. Come on up here, Darby. Darby O'Donnell, Zach Fuentes, and Paige Warren for all their work this summer here at KPVM. They will be attending school and will now move to part-time hours. We really appreciate all your hard work, and we are truly proud of you. And you. And you, Paige. And folks, I think it's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Darby O'Donnell.
And from everyone up here on the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a great weekend, a safe one, and we'll see you here again on Monday night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.
Good night.